Herzlich willkommen zu Dark Nights with Poe and Munro. Eine Art, wie nennt man's? Es ist ein Radioprogramm und ist gleichzeitig aber auch ein FMV-Spiel und es hat, finde ich, ein paar sehr schöne Momente und irgendwie eine gute Chemie zwischen den beiden Darstellern. Und warum nicht einfach nochmal neu anfangen? Bis gleich. New Game. Und alle, die es schon kennen, tut mir leid. Ich wollte es unbedingt nochmal diesen Schocktober spielen. Ich finde es einfach so cool. Danach spielen wir, weil es thematisch passt, Killer Frequency, wo es ein ähnliches Setting gibt, nur nicht als FMV. Aber wir haben 1080p. Das ist doch schon etwas. Hey, wirklich vielen Dank nochmal an Nighty. Night! Finde ich wirklich sehr nett von dir. Muss nicht sein, aber ich bedanke mich natürlich sehr dann.
Dark Nights
with Poe and Munro.
Ich mag's. Ich würde gern so einem Radioprogramm lauschen, wenn ich eins kennen würde. Macht's euch gemütlich.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe
And Munro.
Katze, Messer, Katze.
You can never find the right button, Poe.
Not at all. I'm merely demonstrating that this shows the cat's meow. And on that note, what's next, Munro?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose? Let me see. I choose an early night. You'll be fine without me, won't you?
You're leaving me, Munro?
Good night, Poe. Good night, August. Sweet dreams.
Munro?
I'm just kidding, Poe. As if I would ever leave our listeners at your mercy.
The lady almost vanished, August. Perhaps I'll have to keep her on a shorter leash. Sit, girl, sit. Good
Jetzt habt ihr verstanden, wie das Spiel
I
funktioniert,
bite.
ne?
I like
Oh, da ist Tearing.
Now it's time for dreams and
Da ist Tearing. Das stellen wir schnell um.
nightmares.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
Munro.
Munro.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Munro. But that doesn't mean you can change things.
Maybe you should try interpreting the next call this dream, Poe.
I fear I would lack your warmth and insight. You have the ability to turn even the most ghoulish visions into something hopeful.
Not always.
Do you suffer from nightmares, Munro?
Doesn't everyone?
Tell me about yours.
Well, there is this one I've been having lately.
Go on.
I can't see. I'm stumbling around trying to feel my way in the pitch black, but I keep bumping into people. It's like I'm trying to push through this crowd, but they don't know that I'm there.
Perhaps you're feeling isolated.
Maybe. But I'm not interested in them. They're just in my way. It's like I'm searching for something. The number 9. But what does 9 represent, Poe?
Well, according to Dante, there are 9 levels of hell.
Well, I feel so much better now.
I did warn you. Perhaps you should help our next caller. They're already waiting. Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Well, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What do you think to Poe's voice?
I hate it.
Okay. So,
I
what's
hate
your
it.
dream, listener?
I'm in August, and wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Munro. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. And the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird. With a rumbling voice that makes me angry. It plumes its feathers, but my bird? The one that calls me? She's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Munro, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us and trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his keys. Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well, Frankie, we don't use our first names on air, so I'm just gonna stop you there.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Munro.
And we'll be back with more dreams and nightmares later. But first, August, how about a short, dark tale to chill the nerves? And we're clear.
Well, that went well.
Indeed, just another totally normal person calling into our show.
I don't know how we attract them.
I do.
Zeig mal deine Füße, zeig mal
How
deine
long is
Füße.
this story?
It's just a quickie, but if you'd like it longer, there's plenty more I could queue up.
I can still hear you.
Sorry, Frankie. Thank you for your dream.
Thank God he told us.
That could have been awkward.
Very. Maybe I'll just have a cold shower.
Man hätte es auch zurückschieben können, aber das mache ich natürlich nicht. Ich bin Spioniermon.
This? Oh, it's nothing.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Give it to me.
How long is the break for?
Give it to me.
All in good time, so how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, I'm going to make some tea for us. You stay here.
You're making tea for me.
I do it all the time.
What's going on? Give me the note or I'm leaving.
Of course, we must have continued drama, mustn't we, Alice?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm going to kill you. What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie?
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
How can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
I knew it would upset you, but I'm an old hand at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
So there could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe.
It isn't locked, Alice. People can just walk in anyway.
Ich habe auf jeden Fall schon sehr viele unangenehme Nachrichten bekommen. Auch Hate, aber vor allen Dingen auch weirder Shit.
I don't think it's necessary.
Poe. Do you ever get the feeling the radio station is cursed?
No more than the rest of August.
Maybe we should call it a night.
And abandon our listeners? Munro, this isn't like you.
I just have a really bad feeling about this. I think something terrible is going to happen.
Shh, Alice. I can feel your heart racing from here. Everything will be fine.
I don't think so. Come on, we're alive. I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
Man weiß natürlich nicht, wofür das steht, ne?
They're from my wife.
Gwendolyn?
Yes, Gwendolyn. It's her perfume.
Does she know?
I work late when I don't have any work to do, and I kiss her on the cheek instead of the lips. Yes, she knows.
But does she want to kill me?
She doesn't know who with.
Na, du bist in einem Raum mit einer Frau, macht die ganze Zeit Anspielungen im Radio, ist ja nicht so, als ob sie das nicht hört.
I love you. I love each and every one of you listeners. I'll never be a frowny face again.
Good save. Been having any more bad dreams lately, August?
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Monroe.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams. Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Poe?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
Das ist ja gar nicht meine Ex-Frau. Soll ich das Scherensymbol anklicken oder den roten Funzel? Ich guck lieber einfach abhauen. Komm, wir lassen sie einfach da. Ach nee, sie haut ab. Okay, sie lässt ihn einfach da.
I see. And why would you dream about wanting to kill me, Frankie?
It's not a dream, John. I'm coming for you. And Alice.
I don't think you are. I think you're spinning us an impish tale, Frankie. You write your little notes and dream your little dreams, but you're not brave enough to act on them, are you, Frankie?
Poe, stop it!
What are you waiting for, Frankie? We're sitting ducks. Don't worry, Monroe. He's just bluffing.
Ey, wie lange braucht ihr den Raum noch für euren Studentenfilm? Ich hab hier ein Meeting. Maul, wir drehen hier.
Hide.
You know it's true. Tja, keine Ahnung, ey. Ich wähle ihn.
Hide.
Warum? War das nicht ein bisschen übertrieben? Sie ist ein Zeuge, ne? Also sie ist ja schon irgendwie ein Zeuge.
Is he?
Yes.
Are you?
Ja, ich bin der Mörder.
No.
Unschuldig.
Very possibly.
Why?
Because.
It was self-defense, wasn't it?
Los, jetzt Radio, ihr habt ein Programm zu machen. Show must go on.
Yes?
You saved me. You saved both of us. Hello? Police? Please come quickly. He's trying to kill us and I think Poe's hurt.
Hat Simon eine neue Uhr? Gut, dass du fragst. 15% Rabatt. Bei MON 15. Holzkern. Die wissen noch, wie Uhren gehen.
When I was 12, my father died.
I
He
killed
was
him.
riding his bike to work and
Mit 30
got hit
Messerstichen.
by a bus.
Oh, okay.
A school bus. My school bus.
Oh, doch. Also, na gut, er war beteiligt.
It was all over very quickly, but I was at the back of the bus and I could see everything. He didn't move, didn't get up, died instantly. But the image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret. There's a way that you can make your memories disappear.
Can you make today disappear?
No. But you can. Pick one of these.
Das ist ja hier, kannst du nicht Apfel mit Orangen vergleichen. Ich nehme die, ich hasse Orangen. Aber Apple finde ich auch nicht so geil.
Now hold it tightly in your hands and close your eyes.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening and imagine the object you're holding is there. Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object is there.
Okay, it's there.
Now open your eyes.
Now what?
Throw it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
And if it doesn't?
It definitely will.
Sonst werde ich dich einfach abstechen aus Notwehr. Das ist ja zum Glück nicht notwendig, ne? Ich gehe mal pinkeln. Ich habe letztes Mal, bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob ich letztes Mal nicht ein anderes
Fear is a
nicht
powerful
ein anderes
monster,
Ende hatte.
August. It rears its head, only in our imaginations, yet shreds the very fabric of reality with its claws. A few nights ago, that monster came knocking at our door, and well, we all know what happened next.
We would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone at the August Police Department for coming to our rescue.
And on a more positive note, we've got a whole show ahead of us. What oral pleasures can our listeners look forward to tonight, Munro?
First up, I'll be making sense of symbols in dreams and nightmares. And then Poe will be showing me his...
Nightmares.
Oops. Got a little excited there, Poe.
That wasn't me. My hands are over here.
Power cut?
Apparently so. Or we have a ghost in the machine.
Super analogy.
Listeners, we're experiencing some technical difficulties here in the studio. If you can still hear us, please let us know. I think we're on our own.
think my phone's here somewhere.
Did you pay the electricity bill, Alice?
John, you're going to have to let go of my hand.
I'm not holding your hand.
Ein Klassiker nach dem nächsten hier.
I guess I'm just a little jumpy.
Understandable considering. But you have nothing to fear when Poe is here.
Except for the occasional knife-wielding stalk.
Der er ist.
Frankie didn't bring a knife.
What?
I told you, Alice. I'd never let anyone hurt you. And now let's see if we can get us back on the air. And we're back. Did you miss us? Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro.
Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
How do we pay it back?
A radiothon.
In bed with Poe and Munro.
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give
Das
us
hier würde ich halt gerne überspringen, weil ich das natürlich jetzt noch gerne spielen würde.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
If the station shuts down, I don't know what I'll do.
Arbeiten. Wie wär's mit Arbeiten? Kein Wunder, dass du Angst kriegst.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Die Zeiten, als man mit einem True Crime Podcast irgendwas finanzieren konnte, ist vorbei, Eddie. Ich meinte Dark Knight, Poe and Munro. So, fand ich super. Hier sehen wir nochmal die Decisions, weil ich ein ganz großer Decision Maker bin. Interessant finde ich hier, dass sich genau 50% dafür entschieden haben, den Apfel oder die Orange zu essen. Ich finde, Orangen sollten verboten werden. Die sind eine Riesensauerei. Dann hast du da diesen bitteren Fruchtsaft. Überall ist da so haariger, sehniger Schmodder drin. Das Fruchtfleisch musst du da raus sipschen, poolen. Ekelhaft.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Wird das noch gruselig? Naja, es ist so ein bisschen Mittelweg. Ne? Es ist schon so ein bisschen scary shit. Aber es ist halt low budget, ne? Grusel. Aber ich mag sehr. Guckt's euch einfach an. Wir spielen, wie gesagt, gleich auch noch Radio Frequency, Killer Frequency, genau.
No, you're right.
Guck mal, die haben sogar passende Tassen.
As a loan.
Was passt, wird tassend gemacht.
How do we pay it back?
We send a seed of hope out to Lady August, and she blossoms it into fruitful returns.
Or we could have a fundraiser.
Yes, a radiothon.
I'm thinking a 24-hour sponsored broadcast. We could call it In Bed with Poe and Munro.
You think people will pay us to sleep together in bed for 24 hours?
No, silly. You're not allowed to sleep.
Did we really need that camera?
Yes, Poe. It's proof that we stayed here for 24 hours.
Ja, und außerdem für die Fußfetischisten, ne?
If the station shuts down, I don't know what I'll do.
Everything will be fine, Alice. I've set up our donation pages, and the amounts are already rolling in.
How much do we have?
15.
100?
No, 15 pounds.
Wow. You weren't kidding.
I don't mean to get your hopes up, but that was my donation.
You donated £15 yourself?
People do it all the time. It's not cheating. I want us to stick around too.
Thanks, Poe. Me too.
Here we go. Welcome back, listeners. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. We're now halfway through the show, and it's time to take your calls.
I can't see any callers. Is it working properly, Poe?
It is the witching hour. Maybe everyone's gone to bed.
So, we're totally alone.
Oh, we could have lurkers.
Ja, willst du Geld verdienen oder nicht?
What do you mean, lurkers?
People that lurk but never join in. They're probably out there right now.
You mean listeners, right?
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It touched me!
What touched you, Alice?
Something. In the bed.
It was probably just my foot.
You're not under the covers, Poe.
Strange. Nothing there.
There was.
Well, thank you, lurkers.
We couldn't get scared without you.
Indeed. I'm getting a very strong sense of déjà vu. What about you, Munro?
If you mean, have I ever been in bed with someone expecting greatness and then been sorely disappointed, then yeah, I'm getting deja vu.
It's that positive attitude that brings all the donors to the yard. Speaking of, dear residents of August, please keep donating. Whatever you can afford. Let us keep making radio for you. There. We've got 15 minutes.
Vor allem Radio.
What shall we
Du
do?
redest in dein Handy und liegst im Bett.
Bathroom.
Ich bin ein Radiomoderator.
Freshen up, go back in, be a queen. Be a tired, hallucinating queen.
Was braucht sie? Ein wenig Nagellack oder doch, weiß ich nicht, einen Stift? Augenbrauen nachziehen mit dem großen Edding? Nee, okay, da ist noch was. Man sieht, wie durch die vielen Aufnahmen hier schon an der Stelle alles rot ist. Das ist schon lustig, weil sie es wahrscheinlich 5-mal gemacht haben. Deswegen hat sie hier schon so einen roten Eumel. Ja, sieht aus, als hätte ich jemand geschlagen. Aber ich mag die Chemie zwischen den beiden und ich mag auch irgendwie dieses Radio-Setting.
I need you to put this.
Aber es ist sehr weird alles, sage ich jetzt schon. Okay.
I'll fall over if I put it on now.
Sit on the bed then.
I'm very trusting, you know.
It's a game I've made up. I think our listeners will enjoy it.
Okay, das ist Schnacksel mit Axel.
Now what?
I'm going to put something in your hand, and you've got to guess what it is.
Not this game again.
But you're so good at it.
Are we live?
Yes.
Okay then. Go for it.
Ooh.
Ow!
Ja,
That's sharp, Poe.
I'm sorry, Alice. Put some pressure on it.
Can you take the blindfold off, please?
Just a second. Almost done.
Was?
There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do? Did you fall asleep? It's only been 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I had a nightmare.
Dreams and Nightmares with Poe and Munro.
No. It was real.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine.
Sleep deprivation, it can play tricks with the mind.
Yeah. I guess.
So, 15 minutes.
I need the bathroom. Again.
Again? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping.
She doesn't love you.
Who are you?
You know who I am. It's Millicent.
Polizei? Oder? Na gut, ich meine, warum nicht erstmal mit ihr reden?
Millie.
Yes, Millie. Millie, what are you doing here?
Don't play games with me, Edgar.
Edgar? I'm not Edgar.
Fine, Poe, have it your way. But what did you bring her for? The girl?
Alice, she's... You need to leave.
Leave? I can't leave. I died here, remember, waiting for you. Sorry, my love. I've just waited so long for this moment, for this day.
Shit, jetzt hast du plötzlich irgendeinen Geist, der dir am Arsch hängt.
Bad dreams. Just bad dreams. Nope. No.
Ach komm, du schaffst das.
Fine. You don't want to be a door?
You don't want to be a door? I will show you. I'll enter you right.
So, you think I'm Edgar Allan Poe?
You are, and I'm Millie, remember?
I'm really not sure.
Well, let me remind you.
Ja, ich meine, ja, die Frau braucht ja auch ganz schön lange auf dem Klo, ne?
Okay, remind me.
Shining, ne? Denkt man direkt an Shining. Ich weiß nicht, das geht raus, aber sie ist doch in der Badewanne. Vielleicht brauchst du ein Handtuch. Oder ich bleib einfach sitzen. Gut gemacht. Alles richtig gemacht. Vielleicht, wenn du kacken musst, kannst du auch einfach, musst nur leise sein.
Why are we here?
To remind you of your promise.
What promise?
In this very room, you told me we'd be together for eternity.
I don't remember.
You told me eternity. If I did what you asked.
Which was? No, I'd never do that. Poe would never do that.
Murderer.
Ich hab's nicht geschafft. Mann! Willst du mich verarschen? Lern doch selbst laufen. Was muss ich dir jetzt helfen zu laufen? Ja, mach mal nochmal. Mann, es ist nicht...
Poe! Is that you?
Hast du Donnie Darko gesehen? Ich hatte ein Date mit ihm. Oh, es ist ja wirklich...
Oh, thank God. Where are we? What's happening? Is it a dream? What are you doing with that?
We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
Vielleicht will der Traum irgendwas
I
sagen.
can't believe you did that.
What?
Come with me.
Where? We've got 15 minutes.
Come with me.
Alrighty. Where are we going, missus?
Poe? Are you really Poe?
Course, governor. What's the jig?
Es wird immer weirder, ne?
This can't be happening.
Die Spinnergeist!
Poe?
Monroe?
Who is she?
That's your question.
Yes, that's a bit strange, Alice. Perhaps should have led with, why are we tied up?
Well, I thought maybe you could ask that.
A lover's tiff, Edgar. Isn't you are not up to snuff?
What's she talking about?
She thinks I'm the real Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, you are named after him.
I'm not Poe. I'm Poe.
What's the plan, Poe?
Get out?
Ja, er macht
I
das.
feel so weak, Alice. The rope's too tight.
I'd rather you stayed tied up, to be honest.
What? Why?
She doesn't care about you.
He's been killing me.
What?
Killing you, controlling me. He wishes he was Edgar, but he can never be. Never be.
That's why he's killing me?
No, that's your dream. You think he's killing you, smothering the person you could be.
Don't listen to her, Alice.
I'm so tired.
I'm happy it ends this way. With you.
I'm frightened, Poe.
I love you, Monroe.
I love you too, Poe.
So viel zusammen durchgemacht. 30 Messerstiche. Dann habe ich dir mit dem Knüppel ins Gesicht geschlagen, weißt du, noch eben gerade. Und ich habe dich auch mal, mit dem Messer habe ich dich erstochen auch mal.
Do you hear it? John? John, we need to end this. How do we get out of here?
Get woke or go broke! Ach, herrlich. Plötzlich alt-right. Ah, der Kohlenmonoxid-Alarm war an. Das ist der Klassiker. Kennt ihr das? Da wurde über Reddit mindestens einmal schon jemand das Leben gerettet. Weil der sonst wegen dem irgendwie Kohlenmonoxid wäre die irgendwie gestorben. Und irgendwie war dieser Melder nicht an oder ging nicht oder so.
Oh.
Das ist es. Ich hab's gelöst. Nee, also es wird schon ein bisschen assi. Einfach abhauen. Ein Gasleck.
We need to go quickly.
Fire.
I don't know.
Ja, die Träume wollten euch
Tell them what
vielleicht
happened, Poe.
darauf
It's
hinweisen.
ghastly, really. Do they need to know?
Yes, they do.
All right then.
Good boy.
Munro and I almost passed away last week from carbon monoxide poisoning.
But we didn't. Yay.
That much should be obvious. Our central heating system became blocked and started backing up carbon monoxide into the building.
But lucky I got that detector, eh, Poe?
Yes, indeed. But not so lucky for the young raven stuck in the flue.
What?
I didn't want to tell you because it's not very nice. But since you asked, the blockage was because a young raven had become stuck in the flue.
No. What happened?
From what the insurers could make out, it got stuck and then its mate came in after it. Both of them died together.
That's so sad. Everything dies.
Well, they are together now. Somewhere in distant Aden. But in our realm, they will be nevermore.
Let's change the subject. How much money do we raise for the station?
Actually, the insurance paid out quite a lot of money. It seems the installers had also been negligent by not including a protective barrier on the flue, so...
So the ravens died to save our show?
Yes, you could say that. Or a bungled building job almost killed us. So, glass half full, I'd say.
Agreed. Perhaps we shouldn't spend so much time in bed together, Poe.
Do you really mean that?
Perhaps.
Ich finde ihre Beziehung so irgendwie. Also der
Next
erste
time on Dark
Fremdgehen
Nights
und alles.
with
Alles
Poe
wird
and
in dieser
Munro.
Show besprochen.
Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watson gone missing.
Ich muss mal kurz
Gone
aufs
to a
Klo.
friend's house after school and hadn't come back. So, what are you saying?
We worked the case ourselves. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have it's between the dots. I just see the final picture.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
So, da sind wir wieder. Ich würde gerne noch eine Folge, die gehen ja nicht so lang, ne? Dann haben wir eine Stunde zusammen und ich kenne ja auch die Folgen, es gibt gute und schlechte. Wir gucken uns noch mal eine an. Es hat sowas, ich weiß es auch nicht. Es ist so eine, je ne sais pas. Es ist irgendwas in diesem Spiel, finde ich interessant. Und ich weiß nicht, was es ist, aber ich mag irgendwie diese Ideen, dass man nie genau weiß, was da jetzt eigentlich als nächstes passiert, weil es teilweise auch ein bisschen weird ist. Aber ich würde, wie gesagt, auch gerne in so einer Show gerne mal, also quasi so zuhören. Ich wünschte, sowas gäbe es. So. Eine gucken wir noch. Und dann könnt ihr euch ja überlegen, ob das was für euch wert wäre. Aber ich habe es sehr gerne gekauft und wie gesagt, jetzt schon, ich spiele es gerade zum zweiten Mal. Obwohl es wirklich nichts ist, was Replay-Value hat, aber irgendwie finde ich es schön. Ich mag vor allen Dingen das ganze Team, was diese Geschichten gemacht hat. Die machen ja mehrere Filmspiele immer wieder. Und es ist schon irgendwie ein schöneres Niveau.
Call on line 3.
Is that a bad thing?
I changed the number after Frankie. He's the only one that knows it.
Frankie's dead. We imagined all that.
So we take the call then?
Ja, klar.
Who is it?
Hello?
He will die if you let him.
Frankie?
The boy... The order you do things is important. I've seen them all.
Is this a prank? Frankie's dead.
Pranky.
Who is this?
Listen, just listen. She will lie to you. She will get away. She will kill the boy. You can't change that.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have the lines between the dots. I just see the final picture.
I don't like that, Poe.
Me neither. And here's Yvette on line 2.
I love your show.
Thanks, Yvette. I love your accent. What's your question?
My question is, do you care about people?
That's a strange question.
It's an AMA, Monroe. Ask me anything literally means ask me anything.
Yeah, I know. But do we care about people? Yes, of course.
Speak for yourself, Monroe. I'm an animal lover myself.
So you don't care about people?
No, I do care about people, just I care about animals more.
So you care about
Geht mir
animals
ähnlich.
more than people?
Present company excluded, of course.
So that's a yes and a no.
Wait one moment, Yvette. So if I was crossing the road at the same time as a cute bunny, and you could only swerve and save one of us, you would choose the bunny?
Den Bunny.
Probably.
You'd probably save the bunny?
Well, hypothetically speaking, we're saying a toy bunny had animated itself and was crossing the road, and I could hit you or the magical bunny.
Oh my god, Poe, it doesn't matter. You'd run me over
Doch.
to save a toy bunny.
Well,
Ein magischen.
how fast am I going, and what are your odds of surviving?
I'd be dead. Well, this is a whole side to Poe I've never seen before. Does that answer your question, Yvette?
Yes, I think so. I do have another dilemma.
Maybe we can help, Yvette.
I'd rather not say on air.
That's all right. Happy to help. It's about time for a short break anyway.
Stay on the line, Yvette.
We'll be back in 5 minutes to answer more of your AMA questions. Until then,
Ja.
here's something.
Ich habe eine Frage.
slightly
Was ist
more
euer
interesting
richtiger
instead.
Job? Habt ihr auch einen richtigen Job?
We're off.
Yvette?
Damit meine ich auch die Schauspieler.
I've got a hostage.
Oh.
A hostage.
He's a boy from August I.
Why is he a hostage, Yvette?
I had a crush on him, but he turned out to be unpleasant.
So you kidnapped him?
No, I drugged his drink.
Ach so.
Is he okay, Yvette?
Not really. He has not woken up yet. But now that I've spoken to you, I'm probably just going to let him die. I like animals more than people anyway. Like Poe.
Yvette, I was joking with Monroe.
Thank you for your help.
Did you get the number?
No, it's withheld.
Maybe she was joking.
We should call the police just in case. Tell them what was said.
Really? I'm not sure.
Wie, was meinst du? Was? Wie? Wieso? Was war denn jetzt daran? Nee, wir rufen die Polizei.
I know it's a sensible thing to do. But what if it isn't?
How can it not be?
If it is a prank, we'll be wasting police time. If it isn't,
The police will take action.
this is the August police we're talking about here. That's 2 guys in DuPont drinking coffee and watching YouTube.
So, they're not busy then.
So they're useless. The kid will probably be dead by the time DuPont's finished his sandwich.
I'm calling the police.
Fine. But we still have to do something.
What do you suggest?
Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watts had gone missing.
Ah, yes, I remember. He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back.
What are the odds that Yvette has got Joe hostage?
Almost as high as Yvette not being her actual name.
I know the headmistress from the high school. Maybe we should talk to her.
Or maybe the parents. They asked for the story to be run.
Don't you want to go back to school?
You clearly had a better childhood than I did.
I still have my cheerleading outfit.
That's settled then. Let's talk to the headmistress first. What's her name?
Dallas Umber.
That's a strange name.
She's a strange woman.
Take a seat, both of you. Whilst it's
admirable that you're returning to complete your education. You're a little old for this institution.
Sorry, you're mistaken. I have a degree in cryptozoology.
That's not a real degree.
It's okay, Poe. She's messing with us.
Really?
Yes, I'm eccentric, can't you tell?
Well, we're here about Joseph Watts.
And there was I thinking I was going to be on the radio.
Joseph is a pupil here, though, right?
He certainly is. Head boy and heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
He's a good-looking lad. Generous nature, always helping people.
Any idea where he could have gone?
Probably at some young lady's house whose parents are away.
He went missing yesterday, and we had a caller on Radio August who said they'd kidnapped him.
Kidnapped? Oh, sounds a bit far-fetched.
We're looking for him, so anything you can tell us would be useful.
You'd be better off talking to his form tutor, Miss Clay, but plough away.
How was Joe doing at school?
He was doing as well as he could for a boy.
For a boy?
Boys aren't as clever as girls, academically, Poe. They don't apply themselves enough, especially in mixed-sex schools.
Is this a mixed-sex school?
Mixed-sex? Yes, it is.
Was Joe being bullied by anyone?
No. Joe's a sporty type. Not sure he'd be easily pushed around.
Do you know any pupils called Yvette?
Not recently. Why, are you looking for someone called Yvette?
It's the name of the kidnap.
And by recent, you mean?
Well, I was at school with an Yvette, but that was many moons ago. Not in August. Different country, actually.
Well, we should be off now. Here's my number, if Joe turns up, or if you think of any place he might be.
Thank you, Mrs. Umber.
It's Miss Umber.
Miss Umber.
You too, take care. August's not the town it used to be.
What's our next move, Munro?
Ihr seht schon, ne, wie es
Joe's
durchaus
teacher was again.
versucht,
Miss
mit
Clay.
begrenztem Budget
If we
viel
can
zu
find her
machen.
address, we should visit her.
I think she's staying at the guest house.
Why do you think that?
I saw a bill on Miss Umber's desk.
Let's go see her then.
We could. And there's also Joe's parents.
I'm worried about what Frankie said. Is this the right move?
I've no idea.
Let's go and see Miss Clay.
And hope she's at the guest house.
I like making the decisions.
I'm very happy to be woman-led.
I know you are, Poe. I'm gonna talk to Miss Gallagher. You find Miss Clay.
Why don't I talk to Miss Gallagher, and you find Miss Clay?
I don't trust you talking to other redheads.
How do we...
Dann auf jeden Fall.
Hello?
It's Alice. Alice Munro?
From the radio.
Yeah, from the radio.
What brings you here, Miss Monroe?
One of your guests, actually.
Well, I'm happy to chat, but you will need to help me strip.
Oh. Okay.
A bed?
Was, Matt?
I like your dress.
It matches my patience. Long and unyielding. If you go around the other side, I find that tends to work best.
Der Chat wieder. Das sind die Äpfel und Orangen.
I'm assuming this is about Miss Clay. She is my only guest.
Yes, the school teacher. One of her pupils has gone missing. Well, being held hostage, actually.
Hostage?
We had a caller on the radio. Someone calling themselves Yvette said that they'd taken this boy, Joe Watts, hostage.
Watts? Oh, yes. The family's been in August for a long time. They manufacture and sell fireworks, of all things.
I love fireworks.
Ghastly things. All that metal in our drinking water makes my thyroid throb just thinking about it.
They're fun though, right?
If you're an unethical hedonist,
I will Google that when I get home.
do.
Naja, wenn man, vielleicht geht da ja
Did
doch
you
noch
ever
was.
meet Joe Watts?
Never met him. August High is a grammar school, though, isn't it? So, presumably, he's clever enough or rich enough to be there.
And Yvette?
Yvette. Yes, I did have an Yvette stay here last year. I think her family were just passing through, though. Her mother was an electrical engineer for a big television company. She did fix my reception, though. Do you think that's her?
Was she Britishy?
Oh yes, Britishy. That quintessential accent of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay, Miss Monroe, I'm just teasing you. No, she was Russian.
Yvette had a French accent. If you think of anything that might help, please give me a call at the radio station.
Surely you want me to call the police if I notice anything?
Nee. Nee. Oder, ja.
I suppose that depends. If Miss Clay comes back covered in blood, I'd probably call the police right away.
Well, I shall use my better judgment then.
Well, I didn't get much out of Miss Clay. She said Joe was a litter bug.
So she's an eco-warrior.
Yes, I wish we could have recycled our meeting, actually. How was Miss Gallagher?
Kinda dominant. I liked her.
Maybe I shouldn't let you hang around with other redheads.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Let's circle back to this later. Did she say anything useful at all about Joe?
She said Joe's parents sold fireworks.
I suppose that could be useful. Anything else?
She said the only Yvette she knew was Russian and an electrical engineer, so I'm guessing that's not our Yvette.
Did she say anything about Miss Clay?
Not really. I probably should have asked more questions. I got distracted.
Ja.
Seems we're out of leads. I'm still up for visiting the headmistress again.
We could drill Miss Gallagher some more.
Give it up, Alice.
I'm trying.
The headmistress, then?
Miss Gallagher?
Ja, gehen wir noch mal zu Miss Gallagher.
You can go on your own if you want to talk to Miss Gallagher again.
Okay, bye.
Ich weiß nicht
I
genau.
see. I suppose I should visit Miss Clay, then.
Ah, jetzt können wir wahrscheinlich als er spielen, ne? Ja, ganz kurz. Wir werden natürlich auch noch was anderes spielen, aber wir spielen das jetzt, dieses Kapitel erstmal fertig.
Yes. How did you know?
I have ears and a gravel driveway. And I saw your reflection in the window.
We've hit a dead end with Joe.
Oh dear. Want to drive?
Sure.
Well, you're quite handy, aren't you?
I have my uses.
Mein Gott, Abwasch, der wahre
For a
Horror.
chat earlier. I was laying screed in the garage.
Screed.
Cement flooring. Wish I'd got the self-leveling stuff now.
Hiding bodies.
Don't be silly. If I was going to do that, I'd use my industrial-grade meat mincer.
I probably shouldn't eat here.
Oh no, you should. We've always got plenty of fresh meat in the freezer.
Perks of running a guest house, I guess.
Have you talked to Wesmarie Bolton?
Haven't even heard that name.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Don't you have a dishwasher anyway?
I did. He's under the screed.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'd go see Where's Marie. 17 Hunger Lane. Perhaps Joe was one of the missing she talked about.
Let's hope not.
Miss Clay doesn't seem to know about anything, unless it's an eco issue.
Maybe you're just not prodding her in the right places.
You're welcome to talk to her too.
We don't have time, Poe. The good news is Miss Gallagher gave me a name. Wesmarie Bolton.
Excellent. And the address to go with?
Hunger Lane.
Off Beaconsfield Drive. I know it.
People don't normally want to hear what I have to say.
We do. We want to hear about Joe Watts.
If I tell you what I think, they'll topple my meds.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Just tell us what you can.
Don't be silly, Poe. We're not going to tell anyone.
Tell us everything.
You can tell us anything.
Alles.
It's okay. You can trust us. We're from the radio.
It's Miss Clay.
You can trust us. We have a podcast.
She ran this after school club, Green for Life. I was in it. She made us make a list of those with the most environmental impact in our class. I did it. It was me. I made the list. Joe was third on it and the third person to go missing. You have to help him. You need to.
It's okay. We're gonna help. You just need to take a breath.
Mein Gott. Greta ist der Killer.
She'll have him in the woods. At Howe Park. You have to hurry. She'll kill him if they don't pay.
A ransom?
His parents. He is being ransomed. If they pay, she'll donate the money to charity. It's sick. It's gone too far.
And what if they don't pay?
I don't know. I left when I saw it.
What did you see, Wesmarie?
Miss Clay. She was turning him into trees.
A dryad.
A what now?
A dryad. Someone who's part human, part tree.
We need to go.
Howe Park?
Yeah. Where's Marie? Where's Marie? You did good. We're gonna save Joe. You wait here and we'll be back. Joe!
Joe!
Geil, Außendreh. Haben wir da eine Genehmigung? Nee, brauchen wir nicht. Komm, da kommt doch keiner. Wer soll denn da kommen? Wir drehen einfach. Ich habe das letztes Mal, als ich es gespielt habe, ganz anders gespielt. Deswegen weiß ich gerade überhaupt nicht mehr. Alter, okay. Der hat das wohl nicht mehr geschafft. Ja, hättet ihr die Polizei mal gerufen von Anfang an.
We're too late, Alice.
No. No. This is all our fault.
Ja. Wir sagen es einfach keinem, Poe. Wie damals, vor 2 Folgen, als ich mit 30 Messerstichen jemanden ermordet habe, der einfach nur zur Tür reinkam.
He wasn't eaten. He was murdered.
We think Miss Clay had something to do with it.
Vet. She's the one the police should be finding. Do you have her voice recorded?
Yes, we record all incoming calls.
Do the police have it?
I already sent it over. I'm sure they're working on it.
I guess I'd better go and identify Joe's body. Whatever's left of him.
August's wolves pretty much eat anything. One time, there was a whole school bus of children and...
Poe, I think you can save that story for another time.
Of course. Sorry. We're sorry for your loss. We'll see ourselves out.
Wohnen die alle in demselben Haus? Ach nee, das ist deren
Frankie
Haus.
gave us a warning. Did he know?
I'm having a hard time with this whole Frankie thing.
Where do you think Miss Clay is? No one can find her.
Far away from August, I should imagine.
I feel responsible.
Don't. It's not like you made all the decisions that led to Joe's death.
If they ever invent a time machine, I'm coming back and I'm saving Joe.
Good luck with that. Maybe he was always doomed.
That's gloomy.
Fate and destiny, Munro. It can't always be changed.
Ich hab's nämlich, glaube ich, letztes Mal
We
anders
never
gemacht.
found out who Yvette was either.
Some things will always remain a mystery, Munro.
À table, Yvette. Un moment, maman. J'ai fait mes devoirs.
Dum, dum, dum.
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro. We have a special treat for you tonight.
Oh, jetzt hören wir auf.
Madame Baratsky claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves. Munro, are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready. I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Okay, wie gesagt, ein gewöhnungsbedürftiges, aber ich finde irgendwie auch schon ein interessantes Spiel. Es ist halt, wie ihr seht, sehr klein. Da sind noch, also jetzt Moment, Everybody Changes. Ich weiß gerade nicht welche, doch genau, die ersten 3 hatten wir. 3 weitere sind noch offen. Wenn ihr die sehen wollt, könnt ihr die auch gerne auf YouTube finden, weil ich habe die schon mal gespielt. Wahrscheinlich findet ihr die sogar unter After Dark, Dark Nights und dann gibt es auch den zweiten Teil.
Wann ist der Stuhl glatt?
Stuhl? Ja, an was für einen Stuhl dachten Sie?
Wann ist der Stuhl glatt?
Jawohl! Oh, so zum Sitzen, ne?
Das ist der Stuhl! Stuhl?
Alles, was ich wollte, war ein verfluchter Drehstuhl.
Wann ist der Stuhl glatt?
Jawohl!